All right, so let's see what's going on with lands versus lands, everybody. Urza Saga to start the game for Jeff. We are ready to go. Beseiju to start. Exploration. The exploration advantage early for Shane. Going to be making twice as many land drops as Jeff right now.
Apparently you can't go.
Second land drop is a blast zone. Expedition map. Balin's Tomb, Ancient Tomb for Jeff. So we'll start seeing some constructs get pumped out. There's a chance that Shane will crack this expedition map looking for something we need, or maybe hold off, make 2 land drops. Urza Saga is a bit of a problem. What's the plan? Can't quite see what's in Shane's hand. It looks like maybe there's a Bajuka Bog in there. The most front card in hand, but it's hard to say. Jeff's entire deck is heavily played, yeah. All right, expedition map getting cracked. And what are we looking for? Urza Saga for Shane. Gets its 1 chapter counter. And this is an interesting game so far. That is an Ancient Tomb.
Here you go.
Sphere of Resistance. Alright, we're not taking any poison here. Alright, so Ancient Tomb gets tapped. Urza Saga makes a construct on Jeff's side.
Yep. Switch. Yep.
Now going to search with Urza Saga.
I'm thinking like, what's the green for? Endurance?
The trigger happens first.
Those somewhere? Like that? I don't know.
What will Jeff look for here? I mean, it's possible we'll just dig up like Expedition Map or Mox Diamond, but are we going to go aggro with something like Shadow Spear? I don't expect that to be the case. Pithing Needle maybe, but what do we name? I'm not sure.
Maybe there's a Saga. Sure.
Okay, Needle on Urza Saga. That actually makes a lot of sense. So Shane's Urza Saga is now shut off. Jeff with 2 constructs, both 3/3s for now. That's a Grove of the Burn Willows, I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Right. I took 2 from my Ancient Tomb and then 3 here. 1, 2, 15. Alright, I'll take the initiative. Yep.
I will go to the secret entrance. You're kind of basic.
Yeah. Here.
So Shane's Urza Saga ticks up to 2. It cannot activate its abilities that aren't mana abilities. It will eventually be able to search. Oh, double Maze of Ith, the lands for turn for Shane. So the constructs are a little frustrating at the moment.
I will say that.
So, Molten Class target at 3.
Targeting the creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there won't be any exciting attacks this turn. Jeff had a pretty quick clock, but with 6 points of damage a turn, but the double Maze of Ith shuts that down. Thespian stage for Jeff now.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, too, yeah.
Crop rotation sacking the Grove. Great question from Pokimoki. Do lands players hate the mirror or love the mirror? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I'm not a lands player myself. Do we have any lands players that want to weigh in here?
Three.
Yeah, it looks like Jeff had a sleeved Urza Saga reminder card stuck under the needle. That's dedication right there. Look at that. Is that what that is?
Cast Magus of the Moon, and it's uncounterable.
That's incredible.
Yes.
I think that makes up for Jeff not having a playmat, personally.
I have mountains, you have mountains. I say...
Where's the Saga?
Soul Guide Lantern enters for Shane, found off Urza Saga. Exiles Urza Saga from the graveyard.
I will go to Stash, create a treasure.
There's a needle on board on Urza Saga, naming Urza Saga, so maybe it's better to exile Wasteland there. I don't know, though. It probably is not going to make much difference. There's a Rishadan Port. One maze is down.
Fable, or at least attempt to.
There's a mana floating from Urza Saga. That's the die in between Ancient Tomb and Blast Zone right now. Alright, looks like we're just passing priority, passing the turn, and moving to the port phase. Port's Thespian stage. Tall Eric plays some lands, says Lands Mirror can be kinda fun. That's not really convincing.
Another mountain?
Yeah.
Let's drop a bow. Where's my bow? Go ahead.
Alright, untap, and then create a 4/1 Stone with Menace.
It's the 4/4 menace.
It's a 4/1.
Alright, attack. Only one construct will break through the defenses. Jeff still has a clock. That Wasteland of the second Maze of Ith was pretty good.
3 cards in hand.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Nah, it's not.
Thespian stage, pass the turn. Soul Guy Lantern, crack to draw a card.
I'll say good.
You want to attack?
No, you never want to attack. Better on defense.
I'm gonna
Has just
my
gets
draw
absolutely
step
blown
here.
out by 1.5 million things.
Crop rotation.
Yeah. For sure. What do you think about it?
Yeah, like
What do you think about it? 2 cards and a lot of mana.
Okay, sounds like a draw step crop rotation. Forgot to pay an extra mana for Sphere for a moment there, Jeff pointing that out. It's going to resolve. What are we finding?
And put creature cards from into the battlefield. 3 counters on it. And these are into next turn. Okay, I thought it's put it to the bottom, but it was stripped to the library, right? Oh,
Okay, so
definitely just wrong.
I'm gonna hit this guy here.
Yeah, so the draw step crop rotation allows you to find Saga potentially and have it tick up, but Tabernacle is found this time.
Is that okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So does their
The Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale, everybody. The glue holding Legacy together. Wasteland for Shane. Wasting the Ancient Tomb. Balin's Tomb.
the throne gave away what I'm doing?
There are no basics on the battlefield to copy.
Oh. I'll take 2.
Here you go. Yeah.
Okay, so Thespian stage copied Ancient Tomb. Makes sense. Gonna pay 2 life. Keep those constructs alive. Yeah, Slabbernacles. Graded Tabernacles or Slabbernacles. Says Force of Fill.
Yep.
Target 4-1.
Yep.
So that's a gold.
Mazavith stops one, but the other breaks through again. Bajukabog. All right, Shane's graveyard is gone. Pretty good Bajukabog. There are no Loams up and running for either player, but still good. Thespian Stage comes in.
How much? Go ahead.
If nothing else changes, despite the Tabernacle, despite the Maze of Ith, Jeff will win this race. Shane can copy Maze of Ith with this new Thespian Stage, and that will be annoying. All right, Russian import being used after the creatures are paid for before draw step. So all of Jeff's lands are tapped. One of the stages is an Ancient Tomb on Jeff's side. Grove of the Burn Willows, the land drop this turn. Attacking for 6. One of them gets mazed. Shane goes down to 4. Potentially making a second Maze of Ith will be trouble.
Yeah. Oh, fetch.
Shane will go down to 2, though, if he activates this Ancient Tomb right now.
Grab what's it called? Weekend. And I will.
I'm gonna copy my Maze of It.
All right, going for it. Copying Maze of Ith. With Ancient Tomb being tapped for mana, Shane goes down to 2. 2 Mazes of Ith now for Shane. One of them is a Thespian Stage at the top left of your screen.
It has hexproof until my next turn.
Ooh, Wasteland. Okay.
No, it came in this turn.
Oh, give me.
Wastes the Ancient Tomb.
So it's,
Oh, it's not a.
it's an 8-5. It's a 8/6 with hexproof until my next turn.
Yeah, Tabernacle trigger. I'll let you just on that first.
Okay, Tabernacle triggers are happening now. Jeff is going to figure out how to pay. Demox, thanks for the resale with Prime, 13 months. Thank goodness for Bezo Bucks. Yes, if you're watching this live or you're watching this later, you become a member of 90s MTG for free if you have Amazon Prime. I appreciate everybody that's been doing that. It's super helpful.
What is this?
Put 2 plus some counters on it.
Become a member for free.
Otherwise, I'm dead.
I will draw for turn. I'll move to combat.
Jeff trying to figure out how to pay for these constructs. They're getting paid for most likely no matter what. But maybe considering letting them disappear because of the 2 Mazes of Ith. Let's see.
Play another Fury. Target.
Well, I said no matter what, but I didn't mean no matter what.
I will say go.
All right, pays for both. Port will tap the Grove. If Jeff has a Wasteland, the game ends. Needle is on Urza's Saga.
The cavern. Okay.
All right, a Maze of Ith for Jeff. All right. Shane is able to hold off the constructs for now.
Say go. Alright. I untap. I go to the trap targeting you. You take 5. You go to 4.
Blast Zone popping would potentially hit Needle if Shane needs it to, but would also blow up Expiration. It can't kill the constructs because it has a counter on it, but if Thespian Stage copies Blast Zone, at some point it could blow up the constructs because it will have 0 charge counters on it. On Shane's side, that is. So what now? We're going to pay for the 2 constructs or let them disappear? I don't think it's likely that Jeff will want these constructs to die. They're going to be his way of winning the game. And a port on the Grove of the Burn Willows. If Jeff finds either a port or a Wasteland, the game ends. Well, technically Maze of Ith can't tap for mana, but there's no Yavimaya on either side of the battlefield. There's a Caracas for Shane. That's pretty good against potential opposing Marit Lages. Now drops Dark Depths. Is Shane going to steal this game? There is a Maze of Ith on Jeff's side, which will need to be dealt with. But it can be ported. All right, going for Marit Lage now. Got rid of one of the Mazes of Ith. There it is, Marit Lage. Arnau, thanks for the sub with Prime. 2 months. Appreciate that. Making Jeff Bezos pay for it the best way. So not able to port this turn. Jeff will have access to an additional land. 1 Maze of Ith and 1 Marit Lage blocker. Shane looks like has 2 cards in hand. Maybe more, but it looks like 2. Maze of Ith on Jeff's side as of right now is insurance against Marit Lage, but we'll see. All right, casting a Mox Diamond for 1 mana, discarding Tabernacle. Don't really need the Tabernacle. 1 is plenty on the battlefield for Jeff. Now, crop rotation, sacking Grove. Ooh, is this game? Caracas, bounce Marit Lage, swing for the kill. Jeff gets game 1. Nicely played. That was a good one. That was a good game. Okay, I'm convinced the lands versus lands matchup is really interesting.
I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I think honestly,
is anyone watching right now not convinced that the lands mirror is interesting?
I think those are all right.
Shane was kind of running out of time in a way, where a crop rotation from Jeff would win the game no matter what.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
Exactly, same result with a crop rotation. Had to put Jeff under some pressure and hope he never drew a crop rotation. All right, Basic Forest getting fetched up on turn 1 for Shane, who's down a game. We just had an excellent game 1. And Exploration once again, all right. So the early advantage for Shane as far as land drops. Seiju and Soul Guide Lantern, nothing to hit. Oh, Force of Vigor. Exiling crop rotation at end step. Ouch! Ouch.
Move to combat. Crash for 4.
All right, both players would have besaged you.
Saga.
Jason might as well put it down too old, man.
All right, life from the Loam, no targets. Pass the turn.
Now your goal, mulligan, combination, and
Any 3 cards? Yeah.
Looks like 2 cards in hand for Shane. Or 3 cards. 2 cards.
oh, it's gonna be tough, Daze, and it's time to back probably. Banger down.
All right, Urza Saga for Jeff. Urza Saga put in work in game 1. Now crop rotation sacking it.
Volume. I have it.
And I think we're going to go after this Loam. Bajukabog. All right. Nicely done. Stopping the Loam. Surgical. Surgical hit Urza Saga. There was 1 in hand, so discard a card. Looks like the hand is Endurance, Thespian stage, and I believe that's Shadow Spear, the Lord of the Rings version, which I can't remember what it's called. What is it called? I don't know. All right, all 4 Urza Sagas are exiled. Urza Saga was the MVP for Jeff in game 1. Is it Morgul Knife? That sounds right. What's the? I prefer the Tomb Raider version. Personally. How come Fallout gets a big Commander deck set and Tomb Raider didn't get one?
Hang on, shuffle. Stage, endurance,
Tomb Raider should have been a draft set.
Shadowsphere.
Right, chat? Harry Houdini, thank you for the resub. 19 months, only 19. It seems like so much more. Harry, you've been with us for a long time. That's really all that there is to it.
Fling 4, draw 4.
SF says, all right, Grandpa, let's get you to bed. Yeah. You should see what people write on Twitter, SF. It's crazy out there. If you think my hot takes are crazy, you haven't seen nothing. Urza Saga for Shane, showing off a bit. Knows that Jeff does not have access to that card any longer.
Copying the Saga.
Oh, your force.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Jeff's Thespian stage has become a basic forest. Jeff with some looks like printed out indicators for the stages. That's really neat. I like that. Force of Phil making an excellent point that none of us thought of. With universes beyond and universes within, is it likely we'll ever see Eldrazi again, given their lore of existing in between? I don't know. Endurance getting flashed in here. Although I think we're probably going to see Eldrazi in MH3. They were in some of the art.
Sorry.
Okay, Surgical goes on the bottom of Shane's deck.
Surgical crop rotation.
There was a Surgical in hand as well. All right, crop rotation gets hit.
16?
I'm sure I don't forget if I signed it. I don't think I did somewhere. Second one.
Endurance in hand for Jeff, along with looks like Bajuka Bog and Shadow Spear.
Oh, four. Got all the arts. There you go.
No,
I'll go to 4.
there's no fourth one yet.
Sure. 2 counters here.
Actually, I'm not sure what that middle card is in Jeff's hand. Is that Life from the Loam? Is that a new Life from the Loam? Shoot, I don't know that one.
I need a
Light loam.
that just.
Oh, it is Loam. It is Loam in Jeff's hand. Okay.
I got you.
There's a new Loam, I guess, from Ravnica Remastered. That's kind of neat. That looked pretty cool.
I don't have
I
like
can just
Edge
fling.
Blast. Yeah, I have Edge Blast. So yeah, Edge Blast the meltdown is for.
Oh, yep.
You had Chalice, right?
I do have Chalice, but I just didn't see him.
Yeah.
All right, Shane makes a construct. And now Urza Saga will tick up to its final chapter. A tear rolls down Jeff's face. Doesn't have access to Urza Saga in this game. There's an opportunity for Jeff to copy Urza Saga, I guess, but doesn't seem to be a play Jeff is interested in. Harry Houdini saying, fancy new setup. Do you like it? Does this look good? Does it look better? Does it look worse? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Does anybody have a review? Does anybody care? Does anybody give a damn?
Well, so what's interesting is I was playing on
Nobody cares.
the still a days, so maybe by cutting it you didn't even need it because I was still playing as if there was days. Yeah, so that's a weird in your head kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean the Fury is definitely hurts.
Okay, one person says it looks great. Yeah, the Saga should be sacked. Let's see if that gets corrected. Expedition map is found. All right, Saga's placed in the trash.
Pretty much the end all be all.
Everybody calm down. Wasteland gets played as land for turn. Attacking with a construct. Endurance getting flashed in. There's the Saga goes on the bottom of the deck. Not in exile. That's unfortunate. Oh, it's been corrected. Perfect.
Just go kind of straight, turn left. That should be on your left.
Shadow Spear hitting the board. I believe it's called Morgul's Knife. It will equip itself to an endurance. Pretty good. Big swing.
So it's Viking.
Yeah, that's true. Technically, the Urza Saga goes to the graveyard after the search. State-based effects sees that it has more equal or more chapter counters than it has chapters, and then it dies. All right, so Expedition map getting cracked for Shane here. It looks like on end step. What do we need? Shane down to 4. He's endurance on Jeff's side. One of them equipped with Shadow Sphere. Scary. That early Force of Vigor was really good. Looks like Shane thinking about Urza Saga.
Last sentence there. So I was really confused. Like, you don't get that very often, so when you do for the first time in a while, it's like...
Urza Saga it is. Goes to hand, not in play. We'll be able to play it on the following turn. I don't know what that really does for Shane, though.
Okay.
Needs to beat these 2 endurance. The construct is a 1/1. Shadow Spear gives trample. All right, plays Urza Saga. It's not exciting at all.
I'll play that.
All right, looks like we've passed the turn. 2 cards in hand for Shane. This looks like it'll be a swing for lethal no matter what, as it stands right now.
Yeah.
The Thespian stage is a copy of Basic Forest, in case anybody's thinking about that. All right, Shane has a play. Let's see what it is. Hard casting Force of Vigor to hit Shadow Spirit and chump block. I mean, something. Now an expiration for Jeff. Plays Life from the Loam. No targets. Nothing's in the grave. Urza Saga can make constructs, but Shane is at 1 life. That needed to be a Maze of Ith.
Turn after we had to kind of work on that. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If I just get to go draw, but then you have a pyro.
Has a Horizon Canopy that could be sacked, but already made a land drop.
So I took out the max and I took out 11 in the deck because I was reflecting. I was like,
Yeah, Glacial Chasm maybe could have done something, but I don't know. I don't even know if that's in the deck.
have a advantage engine or beans or any like other deck, so I want to like what something that I can draw me cards and also like do some other stuff. And
Okay, sacks the Horizon Canopy now. That's the turn.
so I was like, oh, put these back in. It felt pretty good, but
Dredge, let's see what we find. Horizon Canopy, Thespian Stage, Thespian Stage. One of them, the Doctor Who version. Loam, get back all 3. Yeah, both players have gorgeous decks. There's a Thespian Stage for Jeff. Now a Mox Diamond, discarding a Thespian Stage.
What is that? It's a canopy. Yeah.
Horizon Canopy is the second land drop. Now going to attacks. Is this attack lethal? Probably. Crop rotation, okay. So maybe Shane will survive here.
yeah.
Potentially, though, Thespian Stage on Jeff's side will be able to copy Wasteland and take out Maze of Ith at some point. Make a construct, mazing one of them. A chump block happens. Horizon Canopy getting sacked to draw a card. No dredge.
Right.
Another copy of Loam, Return Horizon Canopy, and a Thespian stage. So 2 copies of Loam now in Jeff's graveyard.
What? Oh, is it like sideways? Like -5, -5. Yeah. This is cool. Yeah. Commander party.
Making another construct, and we'll search now. Is it possible this construct will grow bigger than 3/3 this turn? Probably not.
I think that was low.
Search trigger.
Yeah, no, if you're metagaming, then it's really good. No, but like, imagine if I drew that. It's good lands.
All right, now searching the deck with Urza's Saga. Camera got bumped a little bit. What does Shane want here? Looks like Shadow Spear has been pulled to the front. Do we have enough to equip and maze? Yavimaya allows Maze of Ith to potentially tap for mana, but I don't know how exciting that is. All right, so this will become a 3/3 construct if it becomes equipped with this Shadow Spear that's now on the battlefield.
Attack into the endurance. Because I probably could have got him big enough, you know? That's what you get.
All right, it's equipped. There's a Maze of Ith and a Shadow Spear equipped construct on defense. Let's see if that's good enough. 3/3 construct
3/3.
with lifelink.
I think for the second, too many things to line up. I'm like, yeah, like you gotta not get beat down and like, you know.
Dredge for Jeff looked like another Loam, a Sylvan Library, and a Mox Diamond, if I'm not mistaken. Horizon Canopy getting sacked. No Dredge, just drawing a card. So 1 land drop this turn for Jeff. Force of Vigor. That is the match. Jeff gets it. Force of Vigor gets there.